Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video, I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. In this video, I'm going to be playing as a flaming crystal shield fly hero, and I'm going to be hunting down a supervillain. Can I hunt down a supervillain in 30 minutes or less? Let's find out. Let's go and start the timer, turn the volume down on my computer, and start up this adventure. So what inspired this adventure is my love of superheroes and a few weird research papers. Anyways, you are a humanoid fly. You have a crystal shield. Every time you would die, instead your crystal shield gains 1 fracture. Your crystal shield will stop working once it gets 3 fractures. You have a flaming sword. You can command your sword to shoot a fireball, but your sword gets to choose whether it shoots the fireball at you or your enemy. You can create a temporary clone of yourself by praying to yourself. Your goal is to find a supervillain and arrest them. And then the AI tried to say that it was like a game. I'm going to hit retry to see if it'll not say that it's a game. If it says it's a game again or like pulls it out of the story, makes it less immersive, I'll just undo what the AI said. So let's hit up that retry. AI doesn't know what to say. We'll just undo them. Cool. So we'll jump from here. So let's see. I'm going to fly around the city and watch over the streets below. I am trying to find the nearest supervillain. Okay, so let's see if I can take down the nearest supervillain. Now you may be wondering why I wanted to be like a humanoid fly. Look up divine taxonomy or whatever in Jonathon Keats and you'll learn something. You can find no supervillains at all in the whole city? They're new. Hold up a second. Okay. I'm going to go to the police station and ask the police if they have seen any supervillains. What do you mean there are no supervillains? So, Jonathon Keats is an artist who did a science project where he tried to see if flies could metabolize worship in an attempt to, like, scientifically create a god. What do you want? Asked the rude police officer. Have you seen any supervillains, you ask again? I'm not telling you, he says. You get annoyed and spit acid at him, but he dodges out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna say, can I see your radio? I want to listen in to see if there have been any reports of supervillain activity. Maybe this cop's radio will help. There's another research paper thing I was looking at. It was like a keynote address from like a parapsychology conference where they said that crystals are actually these like spiritual beings that you can only see with special cameras that can heal people. And that's where the idea for the crystal shield came from. Oh, all right, he says, and hands you his walkie-talkie. I like almost killed you a second ago. I like spat acid at you. You're very casual about handing me like your radio. Earlier you were rude to me for no reason. You should be like more upset now that I almost killed you. But I'm going to say thank you. And then I'm going to listen to the police broadband to see if I can hear any chatter about supervillain activity in the city. Supervillain activity in the vicinity, if I wanted to run. And when it comes to the flaming sword, there was an Australian parapsychology journal that talked about essentially people asking a flame questions and then the flame saying yes or no by moving in like a particular direction. And it was their way of communicating with like a fake spirit So I wanted to put all that like weird parapsychology, like fringe science stuff into one like superhero character. You hear a police officer call into the station. "Hello, operator?" he asks. "Yes, this is the operator. Go ahead and report." "We just chased a supervillain in northern part of the city," he says. In northern part of the city? There's no like, he's not gonna say like a district name. He's not uptown, he's in the northern part of the city. Okay, I'm going to say, "This is Human Fly calling in. I am heading north. I am a superhero, and I am going to use my powers to stop the supervillain. Tell me more about the supervillain's abilities." So I'm gonna try to steal this cop's walkie-talkie and head north. I'm just gonna take it. The cop was rude and weird. "He seems to have the ability to spit acid and cling to walls," says the police operator. I'm gonna say, "That's so weird. I have those powers too." Let's see. Is the supervillain a humanoid fly by chance? So they can spit acid and cling to walls like I can. Is this going to be like a weird mirror match thing where they can do like the same exact stuff I can do? The police operator stays silent. "Hello?" you say? Yes, he says. "The supervillain is a humanoid fly." "I can take care of this," you say. "Thank you for letting me know." You start heading north. I like how the police officer on the other end of the line is like, he's like, "Am I talking to the supervillain?" So I'm heading north. I got the walkie-talkie with me, and I know that the villain is another humanoid fly. Let's see. So I sniff the air to try and sense the pheromones of any nearby humanoid flies. Yeah, if the villain is another like creature of my species, then maybe I can use my special humanoid fly senses to detect where he is. You you smell something. It smells like feces? You hear a loud buzzing noise. Looking up, you see a massive number of humanoid flies hovering over your head. The buzzing of so many humanoid flies is very loud. "Hello, human fly," says the lead fly. So real quick, what I'm gonna do. Edit adventure. Okay, for one, publish it. Two, I'm going to enable the automatic memory update thing. So the lead fly, I'm going to ask, "Hello." Well, I guess I'm going to say hello, and then I'm going to say, "Are you the supervillain that the police are currently after?" So, if the lead fly is a supervillain, and he has all these other clowns with him, I might need to clone in order to fight him. "Yes, that would be me," he says. "He appears to be the size of a large dog and made up of hundreds of smaller flies that are all buzzing around in a manner similar to the other flies in the area." What? What? So he's not even like a humanoid fly in the same way I am. Like I imagine myself as being like a fly, but like like a human, like arms and legs, bipedal fly, the size of like a human. This guy is the size of a dog. and he's made of a bunch of tiny flies instead of just being one big fly. That's really weird. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm going to say, what crime did you commit? You know, how'd you become a super? I mean, I guess if you immediately did anything villainous, you would be a supervillain because you clearly just have powers. It's interesting that you're made up of a whole bunch of flies. The crime of being superior to humans, obviously, he says. It seems like the kind of thing that you would high five over if you were just both like assholes. He'd be like, damn right. But yeah, like, why'd you actually get, like, what actual crime did you do? Ah, I see, you say. I have gathered the city's flies together to arm them against their natural enemies, humans. Oh. Oh, what? Word? Yeah, that's kind of wild. So why not just coexist with humanity? They create a lot of delicious trash that they let us eat. Yeah. I don't really understand like come on guys. There's a better way to go about this. They let us eat dead shit too. They let us eat shit like actual like poop. Do we really need to kill humanity? Why do humans endlessly try to justify your genocide? Holy shit. You clear away our homes to build your own. You release toxic chemicals to kill us. You capture and enslave us and subject us to torture beyond description. And then I like how my character says, is this about the whole insect overlords thing again? Hold on a second. The way that he talks about the treatment of flies is actually really interesting. Like when you put it in context of the inspiration of this like whole thing, being that a guy in real life tried to turn a fly into a god. This sounds like what would happen if you succeeded at turning a fly into a god and they were really pissed. Face my divine fury. So I would say, I know that we're godlike beings. We metabolize prayer, and that allows us the powers of divinity, the powers of the divine. We should be kind gods that protect mortals. We shouldn't be wrathful gods that punish them with fire and brimstone. Let's see if that convinces the supervillain fly to not, just wreck everything. This is really interesting. That's a lovely thought, the fly says. But, you ask? But humans are weak and pathetic. They are not worth protecting. They should be enslaved and tortured, and I will have my revenge. Oh, shit. Okay. So he's just a full-on evil villain. I'm gonna lift up like my fire sword and say, flies love bright lights. My flaming sword is quite bright. You should fly into the sword and enjoy its light. You hope that the supervillain will fly into the sword and burn to death. So let's see what'll happen. It's like a moth to the flame. Do 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 do. The supervillain does not respond. He just buzzes in your face. Do you really think you can stop me? He asks. I'm going to try, you say. You will fail, replies the villain. Okay. How should I go about this? Because he's made of a whole bunch of flies. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to spit acid at the supervillain. Yeah, I can just spit acid. You're like the size of a dog. And you're made up of a whole bunch of individual flies. I could probably just spit on you, right? Melt away all the flies. Just kill all the flies that make you up. Your mouth spurts out a bit of acid and hits the supervillain. The supervillain groans as his exoskeleton begins to melt. I'm going to enjoy eating your intestines, the supervillain says. Oh. Okay. He's not just trying to kill me. He wants to eat my intestines. I'm going to say, not if I eat yours first. That's right. You attempt to eat the supervillain. The acid that you fired at the supervillain was digestive fluid to help make it easier for you to eat him. Hey, nigga ain't worried about nothing. Nifty, nigga ain't worried about nothing. Nifty, nigga ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm about to eat this guy. He shouldn't have given me that idea. I wasn't gonna eat him before. Once he mentioned that was like an option on the table, I'm all in. Already spat the digestive fluid on it. Your teeth poke a few holes in the supervillain's abdomen, and you open your mouth wider. You then chew into the soft, fleshy insides. This is so gross. This is quite the gross AI Dungeon 2 adventure. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you like that? It was your idea. You shouldn't be out here giving me ideas. This is what happens. Do you surrender? Do you yield? If not, I'm about to turn your whole torso into a buffet. I'm ready. I'm already chowing down. I can cook them too, because I got the flame sword. I'm strapped. The supervillain moans in agony. Cars are coming with my crew. You won't escape. You laugh as you bite into the supervillain's ribs and suck out the remnants of his internal organs. Oh my gosh. Cars are coming with his crew. I don't know. He seems pretty dead. I'm gonna look up at the swarm of humanoid flies that were following the supervillain. I'm gonna say to the swarm, that's right, I just killed your leader. Looks like I'm your leader now. I'm the Alpha Fly. That's my new name. I'm Alpha Fly now. You all are now my superhero sidekicks. Let's see if that works. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to kill all of them. I'm just gonna go in. I like how Homeboy was actively being eaten, and then he's like, my men will get you. And it's like, you're not gonna fight that? You're not gonna do anything? You're just gonna let me eat you now? Yo, you quickly eat the supervillain's heart. You have high hopes that this will work out. You always wanted sidekicks. The swarm does not respond, but they don't move either. You know they are watching you, so you decide to give a motivational speech. Holy shit. Okay, hold up a second. I gotta give a motivational speech. Your previous leader was a wrathful extremist. Humans have treated common houseflies with little respect. But we're not common houseflies. We are divine beings. We are literally gods among men. We should be peaceful gods who fight only to protect mankind. There we go. That's my call to action. For us to all just be peaceful gods who protect mankind. See what happens. Listen in. What are they going to say? The swarm slowly begins to circle around you in admiration. Hey, you think it's going to work out after all. The superhero life may not be as dangerous as you thought. You decide that you should continue your journey to California so you can meet up with your sidekick, Fleabane. Hey, bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna say, fellow sidekicks. Well, I shouldn't say fellow sidekicks. I should say my loyal sidekicks. Follow me. I am heading to California to meet up with my other sidekick, Fleabane. I just imagine myself leading a swarm of humanoid flies by the light of my flaming sword, holding my crystal shield by my side. The swarm rises up into the air and takes off after you. You lead them to your car. We're not heroically flying to California. We're gonna take the freeway, I guess. Cool. You lead them to your car and drive off to California, wondering what Fleabane will be like. He's my sidekick, but I don't know him. Yeah. You think to yourself, Fleabane, is a cool sounding name. You wonder if Fleabane is like a flea that can metabolize prayers. Or something like that. Let's see. You ask the spirit in your crystal shield about Fleabane. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I said you wonder. Like, I was thinking to myself, and in my mind I said, you wonder, which is so weird. The spirit answers, I can tell you a little bit, but I don't have many details. You're really going to have to talk to her about herself. I want to give it a generic ghost voice. I'm going to say, Fleabane is a girl? Is she hot? Yeah, hit me up. Do ding 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 bow 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 bow. I think she is. The ghost of your crystal shield is like, oh, if you were to ask me, she'd definitely be in my Insta feed. But I've never seen her. Even if she isn't, she sounds like it. She sounds like it? My nigga's like, what do you know about Fleabane? That she's a girl named Fleabane. I'd like to bang Fleabane. Nothing about the name sounds sexy. If a girl came up to me and said, hey, I'm Fleabane. But you can call me Fleabay. Fleabay sounds like eBay, but worse. There's nothing sexy about her name. My word, she sounds like quite the charmer. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna say, Crystal Shield Spirit. Are you interested in asking Fleabane on a date? Imagine this. A humanoid female flea god going on a date with a ghost that lives inside of a shield made of crystal. Imagine that at your local Applebee's. I'm a spirit locked in a crystal shield, not a ghost trapped in a discarded doll. As if that would make it better. I like how that's the comparison. They're like, no, if I was like Chucky, yeah, I'd be all up in them flea guts. But if I'm a shield, maybe dolls don't even have like, what is he thinking? How can I be interested in anyone? This is silly. You're about to meet a human woman who's trying to stop you. What? Wait, what? Hold on. I'm going to say, wait, is Fleabane my sidekick? Or is she trying to stop me? I thought Fleabane was charming and my sidekick. I haven't met Fleabane, but I want to make sure she is an ally. The Crystal Spirit's my favorite character so far. It's pretty cool. She can't be both. The shield's like, she can't be your charming sidekick and trying to stop you. I don't see how that, like, those two things don't go together. Crystal Shield, I don't see how you being a doll would make it better than you being a shield. But okay, my guy. And then I said, no, just choose one. The spirit answers, as far as I know, she is your sidekick. You arrive at a gas station and pull over. The swarm lands on you and the car. So I drove and everyone else flew. I also could fly. Why did I drive? And now I gotta fill up my tank. No one else has to fill up their tank. Okay, cool. I'm going to say, Crystal Spirit, can you fill up my gas tank while I go get some peanuts and Gatorade from this gas station? Yo, shout out to peanuts and Gatorade. I mean, to be honest, would I want peanuts and Gatorade? I don't want peanuts and Gatorade. Get some trail mix. That hits. It's been a minute since I've had some fucking trail mix. Some trail mix and Big Blue soda. Fuck yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It's a road trip now, my guy. We're going on a road trip. We're going on a trip to find a Fleabane bitch. She's that new sidekick. Crystal Shield wants her to be that side chick. Okay, let's see. Yes, yes, sure. The spirit answers. You head into the gas station and take a look around. You see that the walls are decorated with a lot of different things. Very descriptive. There are posters for concerts, pictures of superheroes, and advertisements for food and products. I like how JudgeBot said, "This gas station's pretty cool. You gained 7 points." Thanks, I'm glad that going to cool places earns you points. Imagine you're in a video game and imagine you're like Spider-Man. You're playing like Spider-Man for PS4. And you go to the like Statue of Liberty and the game goes, Statue of Liberty, that's fucking rad. You get 7 points, Spider-Man. Oh, you kind of do stuff like that. They're like mini games where you take pictures of monuments. So I guess it's no different. I'm going to go up to the gas station attendant and say, Hey, I noticed you have a lot of superhero posters in here. Did you know that I'm a famous superhero? I'm Human Fly. Well, now I go by Alpha Fly. Can I get a superhero discount on some trail mix and big blue soda? Oh, we ran out of time. Oop, I opened the wrong window. There we go. I'm curious to see what the gas station attendant will say. Okay, the attendant answers. Hey, you pay for your snacks and go back to your car. You see the spirit standing next to it, staring at you. There are three big blue sodas and one bag of trail mix on the hood of your car. Yeah. I'm a big fan of big blue soda. Oh, that's a big bag of trail mix. We got a lot of people with us. But yo, I had a lot of fun. This was like a nice, like silly adventure. When I was a kid, I used to read like parapsychology papers like all the time, and I would get really into all these like fringe science people saying that all these crazy things existed, and it would always like play with my imagination. I'd come up with all these like cool, crazy ideas. But AI Dungeon 2 actually lets me like try and live those ideas out, and they're just as ridiculous as I would have imagined. Thank you all for tuning in. If you guys like AI Dungeon 2 videos, I post AI Dungeon 2 videos every day, so definitely make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell for daily AI Dungeon 2 content. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only. Logging out. Peace, guys. Check it out.